Have you ever picked up an old family object, maybe a watch your grandfather wore, a sari your grandmother saved, a book that always sat in your childhood home, and felt something move quietly inside your heart? A strange warmth, a sudden memory, or a feeling you cannot explain? What if that moment was not imagination, but communication? What if that simple object was carrying a message that your soul was finally ready to hear? Many people think heirlooms are just sentimental items, small pieces from the past. But in the deeper spiritual view, taught by masters like Paramahansa Yogananda, objects are not lifeless at all. They are made of energy, and energy remembers. It absorbs emotions, intentions, prayers, struggles, and even the unspoken hopes of the person who lived with it. So when you touch an heirloom, you are not just touching metal, fabric, or paper. You are touching a vibration that has traveled through time. Imagine this for a moment: an ancestor who never had the chance to tell you their truth, their pain, their wisdom, may have left a part of their energy in that object. A small message, a blessing, a warning, or a healing insight stored quietly for you, waiting for the moment you are spiritually mature enough to feel it. And that moment may be now. This video will help you understand how these objects speak, how to listen to them, and how to receive the guidance they carry. Because sometimes a single object holds a key to family healing. Sometimes, it carries the courage you were meant to inherit. And sometimes, it brings the love that was never expressed in words. Welcome, dear seeker. Your journey begins now. According to Paramahansa Yogananda's teachings, nothing in this universe is truly lifeless, because everything is made of vibrating energy. Even the objects we consider ordinary, an old pen, a ring, a set of prayer beads, a piece of clothing, are not just physical things. They are condensed energy, and energy carries impressions. Yogananda often explained that human thoughts and emotions radiate subtle vibrations, and these vibrations settle into the environment around us. When a person uses an object repeatedly, they leave an energetic imprint on it, just like a thumbprint on glass. Their joys, their worries, their discipline, their tenderness, and even their spiritual efforts become part of the object's subtle field. This is why people can instantly sense the peace of a saint's sandals or the heaviness of an angry person's belongings. You are not sensing the object, you are sensing the vibration behind it. Family heirlooms are especially powerful because they are saturated with years, sometimes decades, of emotional energy. An ancestor may have held a certain object during moments of deep struggle, silent prayers, important decisions, or simple acts of love. Every one of those moments left a trace. Today, when you touch that same object, the stored vibrations interact with your own energy field. You may feel warmth, clarity, sadness, or even a sudden intuitive insight without knowing why. This is not superstition, it is the natural communication of energy. Yogananda said that the world is a play of consciousness, and consciousness expresses itself through subtle signals when we are receptive. When you understand that objects are silent containers of memory, you also understand why certain heirlooms feel alive. They do not speak with words. They speak with vibration. And when you listen with calm awareness, their hidden language becomes clear. Family objects often become carriers of ancestral messages because they silently hold the emotional history of the people who once lived with them. According to the deeper spiritual understanding taught by Paramahansa Yogananda, every family is connected by invisible threads of karma, shared lessons, and shared energies. When an ancestor repeatedly uses an object during meaningful moments, such as times of hardship, moments of prayer, important choices, or daily rituals filled with love, that object absorbs the vibration of those experiences. It becomes like a small container of emotional memory. So when you hold that same object years later, your energy comes into contact with the stored vibrations. This interaction can awaken sudden feelings, memories, or insights that do not logically belong to you. It may feel as if something is rising from within, but it is actually the ancestral imprint revealing itself. Sometimes the message is gentle, like a reminder of courage or devotion. Sometimes it is emotional, asking you to recognize a pain the ancestor could not heal. And sometimes it is simply a quiet push toward clarity, encouraging you to end a repeating family pattern. Heirlooms become channels because awareness travels through vibration, not time. An ancestor's unexpressed love, unresolved fear, or unfulfilled dream can remain silently stored in an object until someone with the right sensitivity touches it. Yogananda taught that intuition awakens when the mind becomes calm, and in that intuitive state, subtle energies communicate more clearly. This is why a family object can suddenly feel alive, as though it is speaking to you without sound. It is not magic, it is energetic resonance. These objects hold messages not because ancestors want to burden you, but because the family soul wants to evolve, heal, and grow. When you listen with openness, their silent language becomes a guide on your spiritual path. Have you ever wondered why a particular family object seems to end up with you, even when others in the family may have wanted it more? From a spiritual point of view, this is not an accident. According to the subtle wisdom reflected in Yogananda's teachings, objects carry a vibration, and vibrations naturally seek the person who can understand, heal, or continue their energy. In many families, an heirloom chooses the person whose inner state, karmic journey, or emotional readiness matches the message it carries. Sometimes the object gravitates toward you because you are meant to complete a karmic cycle that the ancestor could not finish. Sometimes it comes to you because you share a similar emotional pattern, and the object becomes a bridge for awareness and healing. In other cases, it chooses you because you are spiritually open enough to feel its subtle guidance. Sensitive people often receive heirlooms without even asking, because their vibration naturally aligns with the object's stored memory. It is also possible that you were closest in spirit to the ancestor, even if you never met them. On a soul level, certain karmic bonds transcend time, and the object becomes a vessel carrying that connection forward. It may also come to you because you are the one destined to break a repeating family pattern, like fear, silence, or emotional avoidance, that has quietly traveled through generations. In this way, the object is not a burden but a helper, pushing you gently toward awareness. Yogananda said that when the soul is ready, guidance arrives in many forms. Sometimes it arrives as intuition, sometimes as a book, and sometimes as a simple object placed unexpectedly in your hands. So when a family heirloom comes to you, trust that it did not choose you by chance. It chose you because your soul is prepared to understand the message it carries. Learning to listen to an heirloom is not about performing rituals or expecting supernatural experiences. It is about entering a quiet, receptive state where your intuition can speak. Yogananda often taught that the soul communicates in stillness, and when the mind is calm, even subtle vibrations can be felt clearly. To listen to a family object, begin by holding it gently. Do not grip it or analyze it, simply let your breath slow down and allow your body to relax. Close your eyes and feel the object's temperature, weight, and texture. This simple physical awareness helps you become present. Then, inwardly ask a soft question, such as, "Is there something you want me to understand?" Ask without pressure or expectation. The purpose is not to force meaning, but to open a small door within your consciousness. As you sit quietly, notice the first subtle feeling that arises. It may be warmth, a sudden emotion, a faint picture, a thought that seems unfamiliar, or even a memory you never lived. Do not judge or control it. Let it unfold naturally. This moment is where the object's vibration meets your intuition. If you feel heaviness or discomfort, simply breathe through it. Sometimes the energy held in the object wants to be released, and your calm presence allows that healing to happen. You can softly say, "May whatever this object carries bring clarity, not burden," to set a loving intention. When the experience feels complete, offer gratitude to the ancestor, to the lesson, and to your own soul for being open. Then gently place the object down and return to normal awareness. This simple practice, rooted in inner stillness, transforms the object from a piece of the past into a living guide. When you listen with your heart instead of your mind, the messages become clear, gentle, and deeply healing. Family objects often communicate in ways that are subtle yet deeply meaningful, and understanding these messages becomes easier when you recognize the 4 common types of energies they carry. According to the spiritual perspective reflected in Yogananda's teachings, every vibration has a purpose, and heirlooms often hold guidance that can help your soul move forward. The first type of message is a message of strength. These are objects once held during times of struggle, resilience, or silent courage. When you touch them, you may feel a sudden rise of confidence or an inner push to keep going. It is as if the ancestor is whispering, "You have my strength in you." The second type is a message of warning. These objects carry the imprints of mistakes, fears, or unhealthy patterns. They may trigger discomfort or hesitation, not to frighten you, but to guide you away from repeating the same cycles. The discomfort is actually a form of protection, encouraging you to choose a different path. The third type is a message of love. These are the heirlooms soaked with tenderness, things your ancestor cherished or touched with affection. When you hold them, your heart may soften, or you may feel a sudden emotional warmth. This is the vibration of care reaching you across time. And finally, there is the message of continuity. These objects carry the unfinished dreams, hopes, or duties of the ancestor. They may inspire you to complete something they could not finish or motivate you to keep alive a family tradition. Yogananda taught that souls support each other through subtle ways, and heirlooms often become one of these channels. Each message, whether of strength, warning, love, or continuity, is meant to guide your inner growth. When you listen with openness, these objects become gentle teachers on your spiritual journey. Sometimes, when you touch a family heirloom, the feeling is not warm or uplifting. Instead, you may experience heaviness, sadness, irritation, or even a strange inner resistance. This does not mean the object is negative or harmful. It simply means the object carries unprocessed emotional energy from the ancestor who once owned it. According to the deeper understanding within Yogananda's teachings, energy seeks balance, and unresolved emotions naturally rise to the surface when they meet a receptive person. Your reaction is not a warning, it is an invitation to healing. Many ancestors lived through difficult times, and they often carried pain they never had the chance to express. Their objects absorbed that emotional weight, holding it silently. When you touch such an object with a calm and open heart, the stored energy begins to release, just like steam escaping from a closed vessel. If you feel discomfort, pause and breathe gently. You can hold the object softly and say inwardly, "May whatever this carries find peace and healing." This simple intention shifts the vibration from heaviness to harmony. You may also place the object in sunlight, near flowers, or beside incense to help it cleanse naturally. These methods are not rituals, they work because light, fragrance, and nature carry purifying energy. Over time, the heaviness fades, leaving only the lesson or blessing behind. Yogananda often reminded seekers that nothing in spiritual life is meant to burden you. Every experience is meant to awaken your understanding. When an heirloom brings discomfort, it is offering you the chance to complete an emotional cycle that the ancestor could not. It is asking you to be the healing point in the family line. By meeting that energy with kindness and calmness, you transform the object, and you also transform a part of your family's karmic story. As we come to the end of this journey, dear seeker, I want to remind you of something simple yet deeply powerful: the love, wisdom, and experiences of those who came before you have not disappeared. They continue to live through subtle vibrations, gentle memories, and the silent messages carried by the objects they once cherished. When you learn to listen with stillness and openness, these heirlooms stop being pieces of the past and become guides for your present. They can offer courage when you feel weak, clarity when you feel lost, and warmth when your heart feels distant. Always remember that the spiritual path is not only found in temples, scriptures, and meditation halls, it is also found in the quiet corners of your own home, hidden inside simple objects that carry the story of your lineage. If this video touched your heart or helped you understand something new about your family and your inner life, I invite you to support this work. Please like the video so more seekers can discover it, subscribe if you feel aligned with this journey, and share it with someone who may need this message today. And I would love to hear from you. Type a comment sharing your experience with a family object, or simply write Jai Gurudev to offer your blessings and gratitude. Your comments help create a spiritual community where all of us can grow together. Also, tell me what topic you want the next video to explore. Is there a mystical question on your mind, a family pattern you want to understand, or a spiritual truth you want explained? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for walking this path with me. Until we meet again, stay open, stay gentle, and stay connected to your inner light. Jai Gurudev.